welcome back to the Brianna and Devin Toy Channel. So in today's video, I have another hair video because today I'm going to be showing you guys 5 of my favorite summer hairstyles. These hairstyles are meant to be out of your face and like off of your neck because in summertime it is obviously hot. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the video. So we're going to start off pretty easy, and the first hairstyle I have today is the messy bun that I always do. And I wasn't sure if to call this like an actual bun, but basically I have 2 ways to do this bun, and they're 2 different buns. So the first way, basically you just want to gather your hair to the top of your head. And also when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you are brushing out your hair. Because, I mean, you don't have to brush out your hair, but that's just what works for me. And for this, you're just going to need a brush and 1 hair tie. You can also use like a scrunchie if you want. Alright, so once you have all of your hair at the top of your head, just take a hair tie, and this is kind of like a ponytail, but not a full ponytail. You just want to go ahead and wrap it around your hair 2 times, and the second time, you don't want to pull it all the way through. But if your hair is like a lot thinner, since my hair is kind of thick, you could do it like 3 or even 4 times depending on how much your elastic stretches. And then this is just the messy bun that I always do. You can leave it like really not pulled through, or you can pull it through even more to make it really big and full. And then sometimes people can also like wrap this around and just use bobby pins. But I'm not a big fan of bobby pins, so that is just how I do this bun. And then the second bun is basically where you're going to use 2 hair ties. Just tie your first one around as many times as you do a ponytail. I usually do it 3 times. And then make that nice and tight. And then you're just going to take your hair and start twisting it clockwise, I think. Yeah, I think clockwise. And then just go ahead and wrap it around your head like this. And then use another ponytail holder to secure it. And I just wrap this one around twice because that's as much as it goes. And you can also bobby pin down stuff that is sticking out. But I usually like to use a scrunchie, and this is the one I'm using for today, to just kind of tuck away those loose edges. And then just kind of like pull on it, make it as messy or as not messy as you want. And then this one is really nice because it's like a donut bun. And then you can also pull out hairs in front of your face as you like it, if you want. But I just like to kind of loosen up the look. And then just pull down 2 little pieces right here. And that is basically the first hairstyle. So the next hairstyle that I'm going to show you how to do is called the bubble ponytail, and I'm sure you guys have seen this one a lot as well. Basically, you just want to go ahead and put your hair in a ponytail like this, and I always like to just brush out my ponytails just to get all those knots out. And then after you brush it out, just make sure it is tight on your head, and you can always like loosen it up after. And then you're going to want, well, if your ponytail is like really long, you're going to need more hair ties, but for me, I think I only need 4. You need 1 to tie your ponytail, and then about 1 to 2 inches down, go ahead and tie another elastic around. And this can kind of be a little tricky. And I just do this one around twice, so it creates like a little bubble. And then just tie another one about 2 more inches down. And then this kind of gives me like Jasmine vibes, like the Disney princess. I don't know why. I guess her hair is kind of like that. And then I just tie 1 more down here to create the bubble look. And then this one, I just do 3 times since my hair is layered. Alright, so now I have these 3, or actually 4 kind of bubble looking things. And now, basically, you just want to pull on it on all 4 ways. Just tugging at each individual bubble to make it look really nice and full. You can make this as big or as small as you want. It's really up to you. And I actually really don't do this hairstyle often, but I actually really am liking it, so I think I'm gonna do this one more often. And then you can always like just tighten it up some more. And this is the bubble ponytail. It looks really cool in my opinion, and it's just really fun and nice. You can probably even do like some sort of bun thing with this as well, but I just like to keep it like this. And you could probably also add a scrunchie on top or even to each individual tie. Alright, so those were like the first really easy ones, and now this one is more of like an intermediate level. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do double Dutch braids, or no, not double Dutch braids, that's after this, but this one is double fishtail braids, and there's no like Dutch or French kind of thing, like it's just off of your head. But basically you want to start off by making a middle part all the way down your head, and then just split your hair into 2 halves, just like this. I know some people like to do side parts, so if you want to do a side part, that could also work as well. So now you should have these 2 sides of hair. Grab a little hair tie and just tie up one of those sides, just so it is out of your way for now. Alright, so once that is out of the way, we're going to start working on this side. So I always start off by brushing my hair out as well. And then once you've done that, you could do Dutch braid into this if you want, but basically this is just a fishtail braid. So basically I'm just going to take 2 sides here, equal halves, and then once you have your 2 equal halves, I'm going to add some hair into this one. Okay. Now once you have your 2 equal halves, we're going to do like an inverted fishtail. So basically you just want to take a tiny section from one of your sides and put it underneath and cross it over to the other section, and then take a little piece from this section and then cross it underneath that section and add it into the other section. This is just like a repeated process. Basically you're just going to keep taking little pieces of hair and adding them into the other section, and this is just going to give a really intricate fishtail look. So basically keep doing this all the way down and it'll eventually form a fishtail braid. Alright guys, so once you've made it to the complete end of your hair, just go ahead and tie off the end with an elastic. And I forgot to mention, but for this hairstyle you'll need 2 elastics. And since my hair is layered, a little bit will come out after I do the final step. Alright, so this is what the fishtail braid looks like right now. It looks really intricate and just really cool, but personally for me, this look is not for me because I feel like it should just look more effortless. I just like the effortless look, but if you like this slick back look, good for you, and this also works as well. But to transform this braid, you can just start at the hair tie at the bottom and just start by pulling out little pieces by pieces on the braid. This will just make the braid look a lot fuller and more voluminous. And then you can pull out some hairs here and then some on top if you want, but I prefer it to not be pulled out on the top. But now I'm going to go ahead and do that exact same thing on the other side. Alright guys, so I finally finished doing these 2 braids, and they do take quite some time, not gonna lie, but they end up looking amazing, and I think it would look even better if you like bobby pinned it back here, so it looked like it was actually coming from the back. but these look really cool, and it's like really intricate, and I just really like them a lot. You can obviously put scrunchies on them as well, put some sort of hat or something on, and it would just look amazing. So yeah, that was hairstyle number 3. Alright, so the 4th hairstyle is a double Dutch braid into ponytails, and I wore this one for, I believe, the Q&A with my friend Mehek. So this one is kind of similar to the fishtail one. Basically, you just want to start off with a middle part, and I already have that. And then just go ahead and tie up one of your sides. And now we're going to do a Dutch braid. So basically for this braid, you want to take a tiny section of hair about this big, and just go ahead, and you don't want to do it like this. Basically where like you're braiding this way, because you want the braid to go back. So you want to have both of your arms up like this and split that section into 3 different parts. And as you're doing this braid, you want to make sure you kind of like detangle everything. Alright, so once your braid is in 3 parts, you want to cross this section closest to your part underneath the middle section, and then the section over here, grab that and put it underneath the next middle section. And once you've done that one time, go ahead and grab hair from underneath your little braid, add it into the far right section, place it underneath the middle section. You want to make sure you're placing each section underneath the middle section, because if you don't do that, then the braid just won't turn out well, and it won't be a Dutch braid. So after you add hair on the other side, cross it underneath the middle. I like to just put my hair in the back when I'm doing this. And then add hair into the far right section, cross it underneath the middle section, and then with your left section, add more hair on the side of your face, and then cross that underneath the middle section, kind of brushing it as you go through. Alright, so now once I run out of hair, I want to go ahead and just start doing a regular braid, but don't braid it all the way down, and you'll see why. Just do it a couple of times. Once you stop about right there, right like a little bit down, you just want to go ahead and grab an elastic, and just go ahead and tie that section off. Alright guys, so I went ahead and did the other side, and now it is time to transform this braid. Basically, now I'm just going to go ahead and pancake everything. And if you don't know what pancaking is, it's basically just pulling the braid apart to make it look fuller, like we did with the fishtail braid. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but I'm going to start right by the ponytail holder and start just kind of pulling. But we are going to fix this and kind of tie it like closer to the head after. So this is what they look like pancaked. I can always go back and pancake them even more after this hairstyle. And sometimes I even do it like with a mirror into another mirror to see how it actually looks. But I don't have that right now since I'm doing a video. But anyway, basically now we're going to go ahead and just hold the place where you want the ponytail to sit and then retie it. And I'm doing this just to make sure it's even on both sides. If you don't care about that, you don't have to do it this way. And now here is the full spin on this awesome hairstyle. So yeah, that is this hairstyle, and now let's move on to the final one, number 5. And this one is going to be Dutch braids, which is pretty similar to this one, just a little bit harder. Alright guys, so now this is the last hairstyle, and basically it is a little easier. Well, I'm just going to work off of what I have already. So basically it's the same steps. You just want to go ahead and Dutch braid your hair, and then once you have no more hair to braid in, now you're just going to go ahead and do a regular braid, and that's just what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to turn around for you guys. Alright, so once you get to the bottom of your braid, just go ahead and tie it off with a hair tie. And now it is time to pancake the braid just like we did with the previous hairstyle. Starting from where the hair tie is, we're just going to go ahead and pull apart everything. Alright, so this is the finished hairstyle. It looks super adorable, definitely one of my favorites. I literally wear this one all the time, and the more you practice it, the better you'll get at doing it, and the faster this process of braiding will become for you. So yeah, I just really like this one, and here is the full spin. Of course, you could take off or take out little pieces around your ears and also over your forehead if you want, but I don't do that, of course. But here is the final hairstyle spin. Super adorable. But yeah, those are all of the hairstyles, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel to see more fun videos like this one. And once you've done that, click that little notification bell to be notified whenever I upload. And you can also comment down below any other hair video suggestions or any other video suggestions, because I'm always so happy to see comments since no one really comments on my videos. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!